Oh, hey there, Canada. I'm your host, Marie Moldovan, and tonight we're diving into the nitty gritty on Pierre Poilievre, the guy sparking debate from coast to coast. Buckle up because his record on racism, Indigenous rights, and some eyebrow raising associations has got more red flags than a hockey game in overtime. Let's break it down. Indigenous rights? Yeah, Rocky barely scratches the surface, eh? Back in 2008, Pierre straight up questioned compensating residential school survivors. Let's roll that clip so you can hear it straight from him.
Now, along with this apology comes another $4 billion in compensation for those who partook in the residential schools over those years. Now, some of us are starting to ask, are we really getting value for all of this money? And is more money really going to solve the problem? My view is that we need to engender the values of hard work and independence and self-reliance. That's the solution in the long run. More money will not solve it.
And there you have it. Yup, he dropped that gem right after Canada's apology for residential schools. Talk about tone-deaf timing, huh? Fast forward to today, and his push to fast-track development in Ontario's Ring of Fire region is sparking outrage among some First Nation communities. Let's hear it from Pierre himself.
My government will set a deadline of 6 months to green light permits for the Ring of Fire. We will unleash the production of chromite, cobalt, copper, nickel, platinum, and others. We will also commit $1 billion over 3 years to help the Ontario government build the highway to get there.
Critics argue this move prioritizes profits over Indigenous sovereignty. Poilievre calls it streamlining, but many see it as steamrolling. Reconciliation vibes? I think not. Still looking pretty bleak. Come on, Pierre. Is it that hard to show respect without being told? Now let's talk about Elon Musk. While Musk is celebrated for his technological innovations, he's also faced criticism for racially insensitive comments. Then there's that whole salute thing that he pulled off not too long ago, and then of course his involvement with the Trump administration that's leading to the downfall of the United States of America. Yet, Poilievre seems to view Musk through rose-colored glasses. Let's roll a clip where Pierre states his son's dream of going to Mars and his thoughts on Musk, eh?
Mr. Poilievre, Elon Musk seems to be a fan of yours. I'm wondering what you think of this, and do you accept his endorsement?
Well, first of all, my 3-year-old had just told me that he wants to go to Mars, so I guess that Mr. Musk would be the right guy to put him in touch with.
Well, it was a cute comment and all, sure, but critics argue it reveals a deeper crust in Musk that raises questions about Poilievre's willingness to align with controversial figures. And let's not forget, this comment came as an attempt to dodge the question at hand. Does he accept Elon Musk's endorsement? But let's bring things back down to earth, because Pierre's association doesn't stop at Musk. From cozying up to Ben Shapiro, the commenter famous for dismissing systematic racism, to being praised by Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorist notorious for racist and anti-Semitic rhetoric. The list keeps growing. Then, of course, there's Joe Rogan, whose controversial podcast has sparked backlash due to his use of racial slurs and platforming divisive voices. And let's not forget the leadership race in 2022, when reports suggested Indian proxies were involved in supporting Pierre Poilievre's campaign.
Our colleagues at Hazio Canada report that Canada's spy agency, CSIS, learned that agents in India organized to bolster Pierre Poilievre's election campaign.
While Poilievre denies knowledge of these efforts, critics argue that claiming ignorance doesn't absolve him of accountability. Some see this as yet another example of dodging responsibility, a recurring theme in his leadership narrative. Go figure. Critics argue that even indirect ties to divisive figures muddy the waters of accountability. It's like sitting at the troublemakers table in high school. I mean, you shouldn't really be surprised if the principal calls you into the office and is like, "Hey, Pierre, I heard that Joe Rogan endorsed you," and he's like, "Hey, telling Canadians that they should go back to the days when things used to be." I mean, like, what do you mean by that? Like the days when segregation was a thing? Like, no, that's not really cool, huh? I mean, like, seriously, Pierre Poilievre's career is riddled in controversy. Do you guys remember that time that he advertised on that website? You know, the one, the J.ca? The one that's, like, very, very sketchy and highly racist? And then, of course, let's not forget the Freedom Convoy protests. You know, the ones that started off as an opposition to vaccine mandates and snowballed into a gathering of far-right and white supremacist groups. Poilievre might have called it at the time standing with the people, but many see it as a failure to draw the line between peaceful protest and dangerous extremism. At the end of the day, Canadians deserve leaders who embrace accountability, inclusivity, and transparency, not ones who dodge questions, steamroll sovereignty, and blur the lines of integrity. It's not just about walking the talk, it's about walking in step with the values that make Canada strong. Let's stay informed, stay engaged, and keep pushing for leadership we deserve. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, stay sharp, Canada.
Not the Americans' fault. It's our fault. We're stupid.